Well, orúkọ mi ò yí padà. My name again is Ola Yomi Koiki, known as Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorstep. It's exactly coming to 5 months to the general election in Nigeria. And as a diaspora, as someone that have lived in the diaspora for the last 30 years, that means our heart, our mind, and our spirit is always back home. For the last 30 years, we have made so many impacts in terms of using our voices to speak against many things that have gone wrong in Nigeria. Many things that have not favored millions of Nigerians, and most especially the Yoruba people from the southwest part of Nigeria. Now, when I left Nigeria, we were just moving into democracy in 1999. I actually left Nigeria many months before the first election that brought in the first democratic government again back from 1999, because we know what has played out in the past. I'm not going to the past. We're moving forward to the present. Now, let's ask ourselves, since 1999 till date, can you literally tell me that the current administration under the leadership of President Bola TInubu is not working? Can you put your hands up and tell me that since 1999 to what we have now, in terms of 3.5 years to the end of his first tenure, we haven't seen many changes? Yes, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done. There's still a lot of reform policies, and most importantly, making sure that we can stop millions of people that are coming into the country that are creating havoc. I'm talking about the bandits, the terrorists, and those that are making Nigerians unable to go back to farm. Because if you can't go out to the farm, you are not likely to have a good yield of farm produce. Now, let's talk about many other areas. We've seen a lot of people that have done a lot of comparison from this government and many governments in the past. But if I can tell you that this current administration has put in what we can call a reform, a restructure of a system that has held on to a particular one-way system. I'm currently right here in one of our local stores, and as you can see, this is exactly what we want in many parts of our country known as Nigeria today. Yes, there is still a lot of work that needs to be done. There is still a lot of work that will be done so that we can be able to talk about good governance, good healthcare, and many other issues that is still pending in terms of how the resources of Nigeria is managed across all the regions. We know that with the state police, we will be able to have what we call, a check and balance of who is who. Because a state police that should have been put in place during the previous administration of the first democracy from 1999, when Obasanjo and Atiku were in power, they should have put in the state police, and by now that would have stopped the insurgency and many criminal activities in each of our states. But they never did so for 16 years. Now, let's talk about, the current reform that the government is putting in place. The government is doing as many reforms to make sure that when these reforms eventually become working, millions of you would have jobs. There will be, confidence in the investors, because what the investors are looking at is, do we have confidence in this government before we can pull in our resources and bring it into Nigeria, for the benefit of many Nigerians, and they can also pay tax and make their own, income. When we look at, the tourism is still a good area, but without an adequate security, we will not be able to have millions of people that would love to visit Nigeria, because Nigeria has many great places from the north to the middle belt to the southeast, and most importantly to the southwest, where I am from. Yes, you might argue that, but you have already spoken ill of the country. Yes, because what we believe is the country has failed you. And that is the reason why we came out and defended that millions of Yoruba people have suffered under the rulership and the cabal and the way the country has been set up. But currently right now, we have a government that is in place, President Bola Ahmed Asiwaju, and we are praying that it will make continuity And we cannot destabilize that continuity at this particular time. We cannot afford to allow someone like Atiku or Peter Obi to change the affairs and the reform and the restructure that President Bola TInubu is doing. I was looking at Atiku talking about removing the subsidy. Well, how do you remove a subsidy that has not benefited millions of Nigerians in the first place? Subsidy has been a part of the corruption that has made millions of Nigeria to be in poverty today. The poverty in the country is still there. There is still a lot of challenges for this government, but there are many reforms from the immigration. I've just come back from Nigeria and I've seen the good roads. I've seen many things that this government have done when it comes to, the system of good roads. When we talk about good roads means that when you can move goods and services from point A to point B, you can be able to travel from the north to the south, from the south to the middle belt. But one thing is, we need more good roads from our governors. We want our governors to work very hard. We want our governors to put in measures so that we can be able, as diaspora and millions of Nigerians living at home, to be able to do as many work as possible, set up businesses and run small scale and large businesses as well. Just before I wrap it up, do we have guarantee in this government? Many people might say they don't have guarantee. Yes, the Southwest have the support of President Bola TInubu, the whole of the region from the Southwest, the Middle Belt. And if you are from the Southeast, I am also sure that you believe that this current administration is doing everything possibly best to make sure that your region is carried along that has been left for many decades. President Bola TInubu is now putting more effort in the Southeast as well. And we hope that they can open up more opportunities from the port and many links between each of the region as well. The Middle Belt will be voting for President Bola TInubu. There's no doubt about it. Let's talk about the North. The North has always think that they own Nigeria, or they have what it takes to capture the vote. But let me say to the northern part of the country, this is the best president that you have so far. This is the best president that can put in everything to stop the insurgency, the stealing of the mineral resources that have not benefited millions of people in the north. How many northerners have enjoyed the resources itself, apart from few? This is the best opportunity to vote for Asiwaju Bola TInubu for the continuity of a second term, so that he can be able to deliver everything that they have mentioned in their manifesto and things that they're still going to do as well. Now, let me come back to the Yoruba people. Whether you're a diaspora, this is not the time to mess around. It's 5 months to the election, and we should be able to come out. If you want the best for your people at home, if you want the best for those that are living in Nigeria, this is the time to tell your people, likewise I have done the same, to make sure that come next year election, we are all voting for Asiwaju Bola TInubu, and likewise all our state governors as well, because we want the same system from the federal also into the state. Congratulations to us in advance. I will be putting my face out. I will be putting my resources and my time out. I would also be campaigning day and night to make sure that we have the continuity of President Bola TInubu. Let me say thank you so much to Kabiyesi Ooni Orisha. Also, Babawa Olubadan, Babawa Laafin, Babawa Lake, Babawa Akiolu, Babawa Deji of Akure, Babawa Olupoti, and all the Kabiyesis in our homeland, southwest of Nigeria, in Yoruba land. Aki Bugbori Ade Patapata, Aki Babawa Bariga, Moki Babawa Kemta, Moki gbogbo yín pátápátá, èmi ọmọ yín náà ni mo kí bàbá wa Olúgbọ́n. Mo wá fi gbogbo yín, mo fi kí gbogbo ilẹ̀ káàárọ̀ òjíire pé Aṣíwájú Bọ́lá TInubu àwọn ni ẹni tí a gbọ́dọ̀ dìbò fún ní 2027 ìdìbò tó ń bọ̀ yìí. Kónílé sọ fún onílé, kálejò sọ fálejò, kí ará àta sọ fún ẹni tó wà nínú ilé, kẹ́nilé tó wà nínú ilé sọ fún ará àta. Kò ń ṣọ̀rọ̀ ká fi àyè sílẹ̀ fún tí ó máa gba ìdìbò tó máa gba ìjọba kúrò lọ́wọ́ President Bola TInubu. Mo kí bàbá wa Professor Banji Akintoye, mo kí ẹ o Chief Sunday Adéyẹmọ Ìgbòho, irú ẹkùn kò kò ṣeé fi lé ajá lọ́wọ́. Koikimedia, bringing the world closer to your doorsteps.